Alright, so today we are going to read Recent Advance in Tobacco Science. I have no clue where this is heading. I don't know what is in this. So you are as clueless as I am. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe you've read this. I don't know. But I got this on archive.org. Hey, check it out. They have a lot of things on there. Anyway, today we are reading Recent Advances in Tobacco Science. Alright, here we go. Next page. Let's see. Okay. Uh, I can't read a damn thing this thing says. Let's, uh, there we go. Here, let's see. 57th Tobacco Science Research Conference. The Taste Challenge maintained sensory quality in a reduced yield environment. Evaluate the potential effects of ingredients added to cigarettes. Part 2 Chemical compounds of mainstream smoke. Food and chems toxicologists. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Anyway, alright. Well, let's just get to something, I guess. I don't know. I pressed the wrong button. Alright. Yeah. This is something. I don't know. I guess we'll just read that. Influence of cigarette design on human smoking behaviors and sensory responses. Okay. Abstract. A brief description of the main sensory effects of mainstream smoking is presented. The autom- automatical sites of original of the sensory response are related to the sequence of events in the puffing and inhalation phases of smoking cycle. Some key sensations such as mouthfeel are initiated from the mouth region during the puffing phase and are believed to be important factors in influencing puff volume. The intensity of the mouthfeel sensation is determined by the tar yield rather than the nicotine yield of the cigarette. Other key sensations, including the impact sensation, are initiated from the per- perigel largel region during the post puff inhalation phase of the smoking cycle. Nicotine yield have a large influence on the intensity of the impact sensation, but do not appear to control puff volume. The implications of the separate effects of tar and nicotine on puffing behavior and sensory responses are discussed with respect to the development of low tar, maintained nicotine yield cigarettes. Oh, shoot. Damn it, why are you doing this to me? There, there. Reducing in the FTC tar and nicotine yield of cigarettes decrease the intensity of the key sensation such as mouthful, flavored, appetite, impact, and irritation. These appear to be consistent with reduced absolute amount of tar and nicotine delivered to the smoker, rather than a reduction in the concentration of tar and nicotine due to compository increase in puff volume. 1. Introduction. Tobacco smoke is known to induce a range of sensory responses, including gustation, obstruction, and common chemical sense mediation responses, so that's just mouthful, impact, irritation, etc. The importance of the sensory properties of smoke was addressed by Brill in 1922. Brill discussed the concept of learned taste preferences and stated that tobacco, like many other substances, i.e., salt, refined sugars, chocolate, is consumed for taste rather than for nutritional value. He also claimed that these substances are not merely enjoyed when they are readily available, but are actively sought after, sometimes at considerable inconvenience. Brill describes smoking as a means of taking into the body a substance which excites sensory organs in the lips, mouth, and throat, and which provides a sensation of touch, taste, heat, and irritation. The sensory properties of cigarette smoke enable smokers to reliably distinguish between and among cigarettes of different blend styles, e.g., Raymond et al. In 1950, Prothrow in 1953. It has also been suggested that difference in the sensory properties of cigarettes may be important factors influencing the conversation smoking behavior. Responsible frequency are observed when smokers switch from higher to low yield cigarettes. The aim of the paper are to discuss the key sensory responses to tobacco smoke in terms of anatomically sites of origin in their onsets during the puff and inhalation phases of smoking. 2. The influence of smoking yields determined by the standard U.S. Federal Trade Commission (FTC) or International Standard Organization (ISO) machine smoking methods on the magnitude of the key sensory responses. Number 3. The role of nicotine in the sensory responses to cigarette smoke. Number 4. The importance of sensory factors. Factors in compensatory smoking behaviors. Number 5. The influence of cigarette design features tar to nicotine ratio, filter, ventilations, and cigarette pressure drops on sensory properties of cigarettes. And number 2. Key sensory response and site of origin. The main sensory responses to mainstream cigarette smoking can be classified as follows. Gastration, taste, sensations arising from the mouth region caused by the stimulation of specialized sensory cells, taste buds, primarily located on the tongue. Olfaction, aroma, sensations arising from the olfactory region located in the roof of the nasal cavity. The olfactory sensations are mediated via olfactory receptor site within the olfactory epithelium. Flavor. The sensation of flavor is a simulation of the olfactory gustron responses. Flavor characteristics may include simple digestion notes such as sweet and bitter, and more complex olfactory responses such as floral, woody, nutty, etc. Common chemical senses. These cover a group of sensations arising from the mouth, nose, and throat, or paroxysm and larynx regions. The sensation are mediating via sensors, nerves, endings located within the epithelial tissue in these regions. They are often referred to as a triggering sensation because many of these sensors or receptors in the mouth and nose regions are linked in the central nervous system by the trigeminal nerve. However, other nerves pathways are involved in the common chemical sense response to tobacco smoking, including, for example, the superior larynging and gozzolar nerves. The tobacco industry has developed sensors vocabulary in order to describe the various common chemical senses responses to tobacco smoke, and these included Irritations, sensations within the mouth, nose, and throat. The sensation of body and mouth full within the mouth region. Sensations of coolness or warmth within the mouth and the throat region. The sensation of impact in the throat region during smoking inhalation. The location of the key sensor response are shown in the diagram in Figure 1. Okay. There we go. Okay. Figure 1. Autonomy site of key sensor responses. Nasal irritation, mouth filling with something, and throat. This is a lot of reading. Anyway. Number 3. The puff and inhalation phase of smoking and sequence of sensory events. The majority of cigarette smokers will recognize that the action of smoking is a two-phase event. However, many tobacco control scientists fail to recognize the distinctions between the puff and inhaling-exhaling phase of the smoking cycle. In 1986, Rodston and Stansu reported a study using a soft tissue X-ray technical to visualizing the mouth and upper airway during the puffing phase of the smoking cycle. The observed that the soft palate, see Figure 2, contrasts and physically seals the mouth from the orfidella during the puff process. The tongue and the lower jaws are depressed and a negative pressure is created within the mouth cavity. The pressure gradulating between the sealed mouth and the atmosphere causes air movement through the cigarette. Smoke enters the mouth during this puff process and accesses the throats, oral, pharynx, and larynx, or nasal regions is prevented by the close soft palates. Consequently, the mouth is the only site available for eliciting sensors response during the puff process. Shortly after the end of the puff, typically in less than a second, the soft palate relaxes and adopts the mid position dedicated to in Figure 2. This is followed by the inhalation and exhalation process, in which the smoke is mixed with inspired air entering the mouth and is swept from the oral cavity via the pharynx and the larynx into the lungs. Sensations arising from the oral, pharynx, and larynx, i.e., important and throat irritations, occur as compounds of smoke and contact the sensory nerve endings in the regions during the inhaling process, violating components of. Stop fucking with me. Stop. No. God damn it. Okay, what the hell? There we go. Okay. Smoke will also diffuse to the olfactory region within the nose after the blah blah is complicated and the soft palate is relaxing. These will give rise to something that's not there. Sensations that form a majority of components of the perceived flavored characteristics of smoke cigarettes. Number 4. The effects of reducing tar nicotine yields on the sensory responses to cigarette smoke. One of the consequences of reducing the tar and nicotine yield of cigarettes is a reduction in the perceived sensory properties of cigarettes. At British American Tobacco, we have conducted a number of studies in recent years investigating the influence of smoke yield on sensory and behavior responses. Sensor panels comprise of accessory train in the recognition and amplitude scaling of key sensor properties of tobacco smoke have been used in many of the studies. One study compared the cigarette design, smoke chemistry, and previously censored differences of the series of 8 commercial full flavored products, and there are light variations. 3 of the products were from the U.S. market, and the other 5 were from European markets. Blind peer sensory comparisons of each full flavor and light variations were conducted using a panel of 10 trained accessories. The accessors were each provided with 2 products, a full flavor and light variants from the same brand family. On-brand identifiers were masked, and one of the products was nominated as the control. The other products were nominated as the test, and the assessors were required to rate the sensory properties of the test. Products relaxed into the control, and an assessment questionnaire was provided, and the accessories were asked to tick one of the 9 category boxes for each sensory attributes. The 5th box was anchored as the no difference response, with 4 being higher and 4 being lower than the control. Each pair tests were repeated, with the test and controlling product reversing. Complications of the tests and the assessments were scored by the panel administration and expressed the responsibility of the light product related to the full flavor product of each. In each case. A score of 0 was given if the assessor tasted the light and full flavor product. God damn it, this is boring as fucking hell. My God, I can't read anymore. God damn. How the hell could you even do this study? Like, God, it's like the same repeated crap over and over again. Like, yeah, get to the fucking point. Where's the summary at? God damn. There's fucking. There's 82 pages of this. No, I am not reading anymore. I don't know if you're interested in this. Go read the book then. I'm done. I have talked and talked and talked. By the way, I'm having me a cigarette. This is full flavor. I think I'm going to. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I am. Okay. That is some crazy stuff. I'm telling you, like, and this is like, I mean, all they're talking about is what a cigarette tastes like, I guess, and like the things that happen when you puff a cigarette. Like, I don't know how more boring can you get, you know? I just accomplished your study right there. Boom. Nothing about it. It's talking about inhaling and exhaling and shit like it's fucking rocket science or some shit. How can we have the most boringest fucking book ever created in the world? Well, we'll just talk about bullshit for fucking 2 hours. Anyway, yeah, I bet you there was a lot of people sleeping at this fucking conference for real. I don't know. How do you not sleep at a conference? I don't know. Go to Apple's conference. Nevada. Go to NVIDIA. NVIDIA's conference. Yeah. Woo. Today's sin is. Oop, yeah. Mic on the way. Today's sin is Mountain Dew Code Red. Yeah, I didn't get the beer today. I don't like the beer. Beer costs money. Can't get beer with food stamps, so yeah, I'm just drinking pop today. Yeah, just pop. Pop is my sin today. Yep. I'm almost done with my cigarette, So, yeah. I mean, if you just want to watch me smoke a cigarette, that's about all I'm doing right now. Just smoking a cigarette. I do have patches, and I do have those pills that make you not want to smoke. I haven't took them yet. I keep buying tobacco and smoking, and I say, well, I'll stop after I get done with this. And I just keep continuing. I haven't been able to just, I was supposed to start on the 1st. It's the 6th now. I keep puffing. I just keep puffing them. But, just like someone said, you have a short amount of time to get your life together. But you have zero fucks any day. Yeah, Any day could be the trigger day. But a short amount of time to get there. Booyah. Sometimes the little things make you go, hey, where's that big thing? Peace. Out.